Once I found out I was the wrong kid, I went all in on making money. Before the real son came back, I'd already stacked $500 billion as my retirement fund. He'd definitely wake up and just like that, the moment he showed up, my parents gave me an ultimatum. Hand over the CEO seat to Boda. We'll give you $10K a month to live on. Only condition, don't touch the Liu family's money. The Liu family can't be handed to a deadbeat like you. I just laughed. No point pretending anymore. Nah, I'm out. I renounce my inheritance, leaving with nothing. I've made plenty on my own. I don't need the Liu family's allowance. My mom straight up laughed in my face. You're a waste. All you do is burn through money. Now you're saying you made some? Boda didn't even try to hide it. You fake. You really think playing dumb is gonna help you grab the family fortune? I couldn't help but roll my eyes. Yep, definitely blood related. Saved everyone a DNA test. Boda walked over, forcing this whole pained, heartbroken look. Bro, I get it. This is a lot to take in. But mom and dad are right. The family business needs someone who can actually handle things. Not someone like you. He left it hanging there, but that smirk said everything. That's when my fiancée, Liu Ruyan, walked right up and stood beside him. She linked her arm through his like it was the most natural thing in the world. Luza, my engagement was always meant to be with the Liu family's heir. Since Boda is the real one, it only makes sense that I honor the engagement with him. Don't come after me anymore. The man I marry has to be the one running the family, not some guy who just knows how to party. That face and the one that used to make my heart race. Now it just looks foreign, almost funny. I cracked a half smile. Good eye, Miss Liu. We really weren't a good match. Liu Ruyan's expression dropped. She clearly didn't expect me to just let go like that. Like she was just some old junk I was done with. The next day, my life got stripped down piece by piece. My personal driver got reassigned to Boda. My black card is frozen. The master bedroom I'd lived in for 20 years, his now. I got moved into a tiny maid's room. They dressed it up, of course. Called it experiencing a normal life and building character. I just shrugged. A maid's room? Fine by me. I wasn't planning on sticking around this small pond anyway. After moving into my old room, Boda made a point of checking in on me. He leaned against the doorframe looking smug as hell. I almost laughed out loud. This little inheritance versus my $1 trillion portfolio? Barely a drop in the bucket. Not even worth fighting over. Next morning at breakfast, Boda, worried I'd still try to muscle in at HQ, generously pointed me toward one of the family's subsidiaries. A border town branch that was basically already dead. Bro, it's out on the border. Beautiful scenery. Go have some fun out there. Dad snorted. Good. Let it toughen you up. Maybe you'll stop with all the daydreaming. I nodded without hesitation. Sure, sounds good. Go hunt some rabbits out there. Actually, doesn't sound too bad. My reaction caught Boda off guard. He probably expected me to throw a fit. Didn't think I'd just agree without blinking. Mom looked at me like I was a lost cause. Once I got to that remote little town, yeah, I played tourist every day. But while it looked like sightseeing, I was actually scoping out local industries and hidden gems. Then I started investing in projects the locals were 100% sure would lose money. A struggling local goods workshop on the verge of closing. A farm-stay resort nobody visited. A few rundown guest houses and handcraft stalls. To Boda and my parents, all of this looked like one thing. Proof that I'd completely given up. They clowned on me behind my back nonstop. Who does he think he is? Some money god? Just collecting trash. What they didn't know was that every one of those random moves was calculated. I was quietly weaving a massive net. From raw farming and specialty breeding at the source, to product processing and building out cultural IP, all the way to full channel sales both online and offline. A complete supply chain had quietly taken shape, just waiting for the right moment. 6 months flew by. Under Boda's brilliant leadership, the Liu Group had burned through half its empire. He'd successfully tanked half the business. Sure, he stayed at the office till midnight every night, really moved himself to tears. But vision and ability don't lie. Every so-called bold investment he made just straight up vanished. My parents were finally in full panic mode. The board was livid. The anxiety in every phone call was almost tangible. Word was, at multiple meetings, Boda got read to filth by the senior directors, completely humiliated in front of everyone. Boda started scrambling, calling in every favor, working every angle, trying to pull in business partners, robbing Peter to pay Paul. But every patch just made the hole bigger. Some of his moves actually sped up the collapse. Watching my parents visibly age in real time, I wasn't totally unmoved. 20 years of raising me, that wasn't nothing. A few times when they were sighing in frustration, I'd casually drop, "Hey, you need help with the company?" Mom's face went cold immediately. "You? What do you know about business? Just stay out of it, that's all we ask." Dad was even more direct. "Your little bag of tricks? Save it for your parties and vacations. This company is none of your business. Go back to your little town and play with your chickens." I shrugged it off, said nothing, just kept living my best life. On social media, I was chasing the northern lights in Scandinavia, or trekking through the Amazon rainforest. Every polished, glamorous travel photo hit my parents like a needle to the chest, driving them deeper into despair and giving Boda more ammo to mock me with. Then finally, the whole thing started crumbling. Several of the group's core divisions hit massive losses back to back. The company's cash flow completely dried up. Loan demand letters from the banks were pouring in like snowflakes. The stock price was in complete freefall. Bankruptcy was one step away. The board called an emergency meeting. The room was so tense you could barely breathe. Boda stood at the front, sweating buckets. His so-called rescue plans were riddled with holes. The directors tore every single one apart. Nothing but band-aids on a bullet wound. Watching my parents look like they'd aged 10 years overnight. I let out a quiet sigh and dialed a number. The voice on the other end was calm and composed. "I need the Liu Group stabilized within 3 days. No hesitation on their end." "Yes, sir. Consider it done." I hung up, slipped right back into my spoiled rich kid act. Like nothing had happened at all. A few days later, a bombshell dropped that shook the entire business world. Wilson, Wall Street's legendary investor who never misses, personally stepped in and pumped a massive amount into the dying Liu Group. When the wind's right, even a pig can fly. The Liu Group didn't just survive, it swallowed up several former rivals and shot to the top as a powerhouse in emerging markets. Financial media everywhere called it a textbook miracle comeback. I heard the news mid-dessert after a meal. My private jet had just cleared the mountains when G. Boda's call came through. He was practically vibrating through the phone, every word dripping with arrogance. You hear? G. Boda personally convinced Wilson to invest. It was me who brought the Lu Group back from the dead. I literally almost spit out my wine. This idiot was stealing credit with zero shame whatsoever. Right after my mom called. Her voice was pitched up about 8 octaves. Pure pride. Boda is such a blessing to this family. He makes us so proud. And you? What do you even do besides travel? Putting me down was just second nature to her at this point. Came as natural as breathing. Then Dad chimed in with his usual gruff tone. Boda is the real hope of this family. Stop goofing around and get back here. Learn something from him. With the crisis over, G. Boda's status went through the roof overnight. My parents bragged about his legendary achievements to anyone who'd listen. They were ready to put him on a pedestal. And me? I became the cautionary tale. The family failure. If the family was counting on him, we'd have been done 800 years ago. Honestly, I'd heard that line so many times I was numb to it. G. Boda was riding high, surrounded by fans. Liu Ruyan was practically waiting on him hand and foot. The way she looked at G. Boda, pure adoration. The way she looked at me, like I was a rock in the road she had to step around. To celebrate this great victory, the Liu family threw a massive victory banquet. All the big names were invited.